Finals. The winner will. Circle Pines of Minnesota, Hastings of Nebraska. This is a double elimination modified setup. That means that for the most part you're playing with a loss to the bank if you need it. Then on to the semifinals and finals where it's winner take all. Ages 10 to 12 play Little League Baseball. 6-inning game. Field is 46 by 60 and everybody gets a chance to play. Right now head of the class is South Dakota, but the winner of this game gets a chance at South Dakota Thursday morning, 11 o'clock Eastern, for the right to go to Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Minnesota's hitting was terrific, particularly in the middle spots, 3, 4, and 5 with Caden Julich, Jaden Anderson, and Casey Morris, who combined for 6 hits, 5 runs scored, and 6 driven in. Lineup finishes up with Sanders Border, Jacob Williamson, and Caleb Koskela. Coco Raider, first pitching performance in this tournament, homered in their opening game, and Nebraska won by a score of 1-0. He is 5'10", he is lean, and he is mean up there, and he is willing to challenge hitters at any opportunity. First one he'll go after is Tegan Mortensen. Get ready to play baseball on a hot, humid night in central Indiana. Strike one. Temperature at first pitch 88, heat index bumps it up to the low 90s at 93. Chance of rain fairly strong tomorrow morning and throughout part of the day. Chances of rain the next 5 days, although it is the summer, and fairly unpredictable. 1 out. Logan Milkey, the second baseman, wears number 8. Scored 3 times in Minnesota's 10-2 victory the other day. The second baseman set for his first plate appearance in tonight's nightcap, the 4th of 4 games here on ESPN+. We'll have a tripleheader for you beginning tomorrow morning at 10 Eastern. Ball 1. Balls and strikes in the hands of David Snyder, home plate umpire. Then Benton Bombs in first, Kenton Bombins. Phil King at second, and Tony Calcagno at third. So Snyder, Bottoms, King, and Calcagno, with Jeff Rabel serving as the alternate. All volunteer umpires, offering their time and talents to Little League Baseball. Count goes to ball and 2 strikes. Milky's parents, Carr and Nicole played in the Little League Softball Regionals a few years back. To be followed by Caden Julich, the first baseman. Earlier today, another shutout for South Dakota, winning 7-0, knocking off Missouri. High fastball, wave and a miss. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. Here is Caden Julich.
Caden Julich.
Favorite subject is pre-algebra, which means he's probably pretty good with numbers. Peaches at the plate, first pitch. Well, besides baseball, he plays hockey, he plays golf, he plays pickleball. Most of these kids are 2, 3, and 4 sport athletes. Not familiar with pickleball, it's not an easy game. It's picking up interest across the country, though. That'll remind you the way cornhole started and then exploded. 2-0 pitch. 2-1. Centennial Lakes Little League out of Centennial Parks, Minnesota. Known for its lawn bowling and some of its excellent farmers markets. Beautiful part of the country. 3 balls and a strike. Last Centennial team to make it to the World Series. You have to go back to 2011. Julich is aboard with 2 outs in the Minnesota first. For the shortstop and cleanup hitter, Jaden Anderson.
Shortstop, number 10, Jaden Anderson.
Came on in relief yesterday, faced 4 batters, struck 3 out. Big number 10's claim to fame in his bio is that he's hit 70-mile-an-hour pitching and launched a couple home runs in 1 game. He and his mom are on a search to go to as many ballparks as possible, and when they do so, they collect baseballs. So the goal is 30. They're off and running in single digits right now, but a huge baseball fan, and so is his family. Right now he has a ball and a strike. Coco Raider working in the heat tonight from the windup. A ball and 2 strikes. Inning over, took something off of it. Strikes out the side. Nebraska batting order when we come back.
For Minnesota in the top of the first inning, no runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base. Pitch count for Nebraska's Cohen Raider, 18-1-8.
Hoping to put a show on tonight and get his team to the semifinals. And 1 win away from Williamsport.
For Nebraska, the first baseman, 13, Owen Ablett.
So here's Owen Ablett. OA. Homered in the state finals. The finals dominated by Nebraska, outscoring the opponents 46-2, in which the team hit well above 400. But as you move along, competition gets a little tougher. Sanders trying to regroup here, behind 2 balls and no strikes. You'll see some starting pitchers work from a windup, which is common. Bounce to third base. 1 out. A few will go into the stretch. And off the 2-0 pitch, Cooper Sanders able to battle back and get OA for the first out. Now Cohen Raider, a homer over the center field fence in the first inning in a 1-0 victory yesterday, and that was enough to stand up for Nebraska in its victory over North Dakota. So Coco to the plate, ball 1. Ball and a strike, to be followed by Hunter Nepple. With this modified double elimination format and the change in which 2 teams now reach Williamsport in each region, Midwest and Great Lakes, as opposed to 1, it's led to a lot of strategy on the part of managers how to use their pitchers, as Cohen Raider draws a 1-out walk. We've seen some distant performances, but in the case of Michigan today, which put up runs early, elected to go ahead and use a number of pitchers to save their best for what they hope is the stretch run here in Whitestown. Now Hunter Nepple 0 for 2 and a strikeout. But it's what Mr. Nepple did on the mound that was so impressive in the victory over North Dakota. He pitched 6 innings, went the distance, allowed a hit, no runs, walked 2 and struck out 11, and had 9 first pitch strikes in the game. Did he go? Didn't matter. Strike called. Second time that Cooper Sanders has fallen Don't know if there's some difficulty with the mound right now. Oh, he's putting so much energy into this. Looks like maybe just the way he's planting his foot. Now set for the 1-1. Able to deliver there without falling, and it's 1-2. This basically was an all sand or all dirt infield for the softball regionals before. That was replaced by the sod. It's like a carpet down there now. And the change made over in about 8 days for the Little League tournament. Went after a bad pitch there. He'll be thrown out of first base. In the meantime, runner advances to second, so it's a drop third. More like nearly a wild pitch, and now there are 2 outs in the inning.
11, the catcher, Owen Brown.
Opportunity for the catcher, Owen Brown, OB, Brownie. Turns 13 on September 3rd. Wasn't too long ago that this tournament had 13-year-olds, but there was such a disparity in the talent, particularly when you had a few 10-year-olds matching up with 13, and it was decided at that point that the gate had to be closed. There is a Senior World Series that carries on, and other tournaments for those beyond 12 to play in. One's in Michigan, actually, not being held this year because of international competition not being a part of it. But it's had a 40-year history or so it's likely to continue next year. Good inside pitch. Count, a ball and 2 strikes with the go-ahead run. Second base in the first. Second strikeout in the inning for Cooper Sanders. Able to maintain his posture on the mound and to get out of trouble.
For Nebraska, in the bottom of the first inning, no runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base. His count for Minnesota's Cooper Sanders, 16-1-6. After 1 complete here this evening, we are scoreless.
No matter what injury you're facing, our expert team at Hendricks Regional Health works together to get you back doing what you love. Find care at hendricks.org/ortho. Hendricks Regional Health is the preferred provider of health and sports medicine services to Little League Central Region.
We're back, top of the second, after 3 Minnesota hitters struck out in the first. Casey Morris will lead off, the right fielder, to be followed by Cooper Sanders and Nolan Border, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in Jesse Westland's lineup. Managers coaching at third. Brad Sanders is the coach over at first. A tough tournament for Hunter Westland, the manager's son, who has been hurt, but along for the ride. Pitch count almost even through the first inning. 18 on one side and 16 on the other. What an opportunity for both of these teams tonight, because the winner gets a crack at South Dakota, and the winner of that clinches a spot in Williamsport. Well, Casey Morris may play his baseball in Minnesota, but he is very much an Aaron Rodgers fan of the Packers. NFL season about to commence. Back to the pitcher, line drive caught. Not a problem for Cohen Rader. Stretches out that big frame, and there's one out in the Minnesota second.
15, the pitcher, Cooper Sanders.
Now the pitcher, Cooper Sanders. During the quarantine, Cooper got out and did a little hiking around Minnesota and Wisconsin. Views this as the most fun, being able to travel to new places like this new stadium and also visit different hotels. Of course, the stay now in hotels for Little Leaguers, a little bit different than usual. This stadium put together in less than a year has also seen COVID testing, which means a lot of the players after testing and after playing have to be on a virtual lockdown. 2 outs now in the second. So you don't have the camaraderie or the friendship potential that you typically have in Little League. As pins are exchanged and friendships are secured. But that's 1 year, and the benefit, of course, is that we're having a tournament, whereas last year there was none. Now, none of these teams played regular seasons, but did not have a tournament to speak of. Nolan Border with a 2-out single. Border's second hit in the tournament keeps it alive for Jacob Williamson. Took after a high fastball and grounded it right through the middle.
Third baseman Jacob Williamson.
Which will now bring up Jacob Williamson batting in the eighth spot. Third baseman Jakey said just happy to be here no matter how far we get. And certainly this Minnesota team's got a chance to go very far. But right now, top of the heap, that belongs to South Dakota with back-to-back shutout wins of 10-0 and 7-0. Minnesota used 3 pitchers in its one-sided win yesterday, 10-2. Nebraska had Hunter Nepple go the distance. That's a ball, 2-1. Once tournament play begins in Williamsport, the Midwest will have its representative, at least one of the two, playing in day one. Very active double elimination schedule. 2-2 pitch. Good breaking ball there, inning over. 4th strikeout of the game for Cohen Rader. To the bottom of the second, Jude McCoy will lead it off for Nebraska.
Sound good right about now? Of course it does. You can find tasty treats and cold drinks, so please be sure to stop by the concession stand today.
If you love this game, this is one of the great days of the year.
Those kids will never forget that the rest of their lives.
Players take a trip down memory lane just a bit.
For me, I always wanted to come here. I never got to come here. Cool experience.
To be a part of these kids' memories forever is going to be really special for us.
It's coming, August 22nd. 2 reps from this area will be there for the Little League World Series. Jim Barber back with you on ESPN Plus. Our coverage all week long through Saturday. We'll greet Clay Matvick and Chris Burke on Thursday morning and afternoon as the semifinals of both regions begin and the finals conclude on the weekend. Tomorrow, if things get started on time with the possibility of weather interfering, first pitch will be 10 a.m. Eastern time.
The second inning for Nebraska. Second baseman, number
Here's the second
5,
baseman, Jude McCoy, to start the home half of the second for Hastings. Dad, Justin McCoy, one of the coaches, he's in the dugout. Because Minnesota's numbers are limited. Rather, Nebraska's numbers are limited. Wow, what a play at second base. Only one sub at this point to worry about, and everybody gets a chance to play early. Here's Peyton Drake. Third baseman was 0 for 2 in Nebraska's 1-0 win. Struck out a couple of times. His favorite athlete inducted into the Hall of Fame, Peyton Manning. The other way to second base. Not a problem for Logan Milkey. 2 outs now in the inning.
Center fielder.
Here comes the center fielder, Braden Dyer. Beehive, who was 0 for 2 in that 1-0 victory. Says he doesn't buy into good luck. Hometown Phoenix, Arizona. Favorite team, the Bucks, Ohio State. Just joining us, scoreless game, bottom of the second. The winner gets South Dakota and the right to go to Williamsport on Thursday morning. So plenty at stake tonight. No one in either region has been eliminated yet, but we'll be getting to elimination games tomorrow. Off 3-0, showing Bumper, trying to draw a walk. And it's 3-1. Jude Johnson, the right fielder, batting in the 8th position for Nebraska, would hit next. Because Nebraska has so limited numbers, under 12, they can have only 2 coaches. That's the manager, Dustin Rader, and Justin McCoy, who's the coach in the dugout. Rader is at third. And with the walk, Braden Dyer will join one of his teammates, serving as a first base coach.
Number 4, Jude Johnson.
With 2 outs in the inning. Second base runner by way of walk. Ball 1. Each team with 2 base runners so far, 3 walks in the game and 1 hit, which belongs to Nolan Border of Minnesota. This expected to be a well-pitched game. Starting off like that, certainly. Cooper Sanders doing a nice job mixing pitches. 2-1. What a contrast in terms of getting here. Minnesota had to struggle to earn its state championship, trailing by 4 in the final inning of the last game, while Nebraska, Hastings, outscored everybody 46-2 and won all 4 games. Obviously going away. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and after the pitch, the run will be on the move. Runners at first and second, so sailing along for a bit was Cooper Sanders. He's walked 2 from the bottom of the lineup, and with 2 outs, here's a scoring opportunity for Ben Wibbles, who had a base hit in yesterday's 1-0 win. Feel engulfed in sunshine. We will see some shadows starting to make their way from the third base dugout. Eventually into twilight, roughly 8:45, and then total darkness as the lights will be on all over the ballpark. Gorgeous facility, and we're driving on Interstate 865. You can see it very clearly. One ball, 1 strike. Scoring opportunity for Nebraska. And how many opportunities will each team get in this game tonight? Did he go around? He did. Throw down to third, onto the late steal, safe. Braden Dyer into third base with a stolen base. We have seen some delayed steals in this game, and particularly delayed steals have happened when a runner at first wants to get caught in a rundown, allowing the man at third to score. That's the situation here, but the count is 1-2 with 2 outs on Ben Wibbles. Runners stay. Wibbles will get another chance. Again, the 1-2. Good piece of hitting by Wibbles. Pitch number 6 of this at bat coming up. Base him, will plate 1 and put him ahead. Sanders from the stretch this time. Towards second. Inning over. Minnesota dodges trouble. Nebraska leaves 2. Caleb Koskela will lead off the Minnesota third in a scoreless matchup.
For Nebraska in the home half of the second inning, no runs, no hits, 2 runners left on base. Pitch count for Cooper Sanders of Minnesota in the inning, 22. Game total, 38-3-8.
Started off batting in the 9 position
For Minnesota, left fielder, number 20.
for manager Jesse Westland. Each team has had base runners on in their innings. To this point, Minnesota's left 2, Nebraska 3. Well, you notice Caleb Koskela, by the graphic, his love for firefighting. This will likely be his full-time career, hoping to follow in Dad's footsteps. Hangs a lot around Brent at the fire station. And in fact, when you talk to people who know this guy, he knows everything about fighting fires and fire equipment and usage of water and all the technical things that go into it. So he is a student at the game at age 12. Takes strike 3 there to start the third. 5 strikeouts now in the game for Cohen Rader.
99, center fielder Tegan Mortensen.
Pretty pitch. Tegan Mortensen, one of the 5 who was struck out back in the first. Minnesota pitching, fan 10. And their lopsided win yesterday. Right now, numbers starting to improve for Nebraska. Long look down to third base, and the 1-1 pitch with one out. Wave at a bunt and a miss, 1-2. Tomorrow morning it'll be Illinois and Kentucky, followed by Indiana and Michigan. Another strikeout, 6 now in the game for Cohen Rader. Chased one up in the zone.
Number 8, second baseman Logan Milky.
So Coco Rader gets a little help on the 2-strike pitch and now faces Logan Milky, whom he struck out in the first. Another pitcher's duel here tonight. Quality of pitching in this tournament so far has been quite good. Couple things you'll notice about the COVID restrictions around here is that fans cannot occupy the stadium until about an hour prior to first pitch, and after the game is over, everybody must exit immediately. Also, players do not shake hands with the opposition when the game is over. Little League's suggestion is to wave and salute your opponent. And so everything being done to try to keep pandemic at hand. Swing and a miss, inning over. 3 consecutive strikeouts, and now 4 in the game for Cohen Rader. He's got it going, dealing now at 7 strikeouts through 3 innings. Okay. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at the official handles at Little League. Follow the action, join the conversation with hashtag LLWS. Solid pitching matchup so far here tonight between Nebraska and Minnesota in a scoreless game as we enter the bottom of the third. Owen Ablett, the first baseman, will lead it off.
The bottom of the third inning for Nebraska. First baseman 13, Owen Ablett.
And the first time previously, top of the third, that a side was retired in order. This side will not be retired in order. This one all the way to the fence. Owen around second base. Going to try for a triple. Going to get a triple. First hit of the region, and it's a big one. Shot into the gap between left and center. Rolled all the way to the fence, and Owen, who's got speed, was on his way. So now runner third. We've had a slew of triples today. And one of the reasons is that this ballpark is spacious compared to a number of the stadiums that these kids have played in at home. By a difference of maybe 25 feet or so. Earlier today, Gavin Weir for South Dakota had back-to-back triples. Wild pitch there, runner dancing around third, but Ablett won't take a chance. There's nobody out. So in a very well-pitched game, decision-making here as to whether to play the infield in or not. But a good decision by Owen not to risk it yet. This one in the dirt. Here he comes. Safe. Wild pitch. Nebraska leads 1-0. Well, yesterday 1-0 is all it needed. Sanders disappointed with himself. Count is 2-1 as he's ready to go back to work. Cohen Rader, who walked and was stranded in the first. Well, it's a tough moment for this pitcher, but the game is long from being decided. Now we're ready, and the 2-1 pitch should be delivered momentarily. 2-2. If anything, coaches have had to dial down their players, anxious to get out and play somebody, anxious to get away from the hotel for a while, and pressure a lot of times will mount. Good pitch there on 2-2. One out in the inning. And have to remind their guys, you know, it's still fun.
Number 9, shortstop, Hunter Nepple.
Third strikeout of the game for Cooper Sanders. Coop. Now the shortstop, Hunter Nepple. Glancing at the Minnesota fourth, middle of the order, best part of the order, hitting-wise. So far, and Caden Julich, Jaden Anderson, Casey Morris, 3, 4, and 5. In some ways, hard to believe that this stadium was constructed in less than a year during the pandemic. It sits basically in a junkyard. And when the development of $200 million is complete, there's going to be a hockey rink, aquatic center, and a whole lot of other things to go along with this pretty stadium. Right now, it is home for softball and Little League only. And there's Rex Incorporated. So the view is a little different now when you're traveling through Indiana and on the expressway. From a distance, you don't get the feel of vehicles that will no longer be in operation. But the sign is historic. One out in the third. Triple by Owen Ablett. Wild pitch. Difference in the game, 1-0 Nebraska. This one to the gap. Hunter Nepple around first and around second. He'll take a stand-up double. So 2 extra base hits in the inning for Hastings and another opportunity to get a second run. So the gap is finding a lot of activity so far with the bats of Nebraska. Going the opposite way. Hunter Nepple for his first hit in 4 at-bats. To the plate now, Owen Brown. Struck out in the first. Winner of this game gets South Dakota. Much at stake. Thursday, 11 o'clock for the right to go to Williamsport. The loser will face Iowa Tuesday at 1, and we'll have to fight through elimination games. Top 2 teams qualify, so basically we're going to have 1 undefeated team and 1 team with a loss. They'll also meet for the championship here, but by that time, both will have qualified for Williamsport. Right now, Sioux Falls, whom you saw in your picture moments ago, has been the elite of the tournament. Doing a little scouting right now, as it will face the winner on Thursday. Once again, 1-2. Good stop behind home plate by Nolan Border. The future marine biologist. Pitch 54 now from Sanders. Strike 3 called. Fourth strikeout of the game for Cooper.
Number 5, second baseman.
Pitch is being called from the dugout, and Sanders ready to accept his first one to Jude McCoy, who's 0 for 3 in the regional. Popped out to second base to lead off the second. Strike 1. One of the things a little bit different about this ballpark, and it hardly qualifies as nitpicking, but the batting cages are together, so you have your team and the opposing team working out basically together. Do a little pregame scouting if you can. Everybody on a friendly basis, though, and these teams arrive 2 hours prior to first pitch to get an hour in the cage and then onto the stadium for infield and outfield practice. Runner at second, that's Hunter Nepple, who just doubled. Pitch count just about to hit 60. And once it goes beyond 65, no rest in the books. Strike 3 called. Good pitch by Cooper Sanders, who strikes out the side. Yet Nebraska gets a triple and a wild pitch and a 1-0 advantage.
Bottom of inning number 3. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 runner left on base. Pitch count for Cooper Sanders of Minnesota in the inning 21. Game total 59. We're halfway home this evening. It's number
2, the top of the 4th.
for Nebraska.
Folks coming a long way from Centennial Lakes and also Hastings, Nebraska. See their team for a week here in Whitestown. Caden Julich, 2 for 4 in the tournament. Couple of runs scored, 3 batted in, and a walk tonight to lead it off. This is the heart of the Minnesota lineup. Julich, Jaden Anderson, Casey Morris. In this game so far, Nebraska has left 4, Minnesota 2. Nearly going the opposite way. A ball and 2 strikes. Kane's claim to fame, once hit a couple of home runs in a single game. Getting an opportunity here to try to start something. But he's out on strikes, 1 out. And that now is 5 consecutive strikeouts for Cohen Rader. The ball is moving. And to this point, Minnesota can't catch it.
Number 10, shortstop,
8 strikeouts
Anderson.
in the game. Nebraska pitchers now have recorded 19 strikeouts in a game and a half. Jaden Anderson struck out to end the first. 2 for 5 in the regional, batting .400 in small sample of play. Got jammed there, 2 strikes. A triple by Owen Ablett to lead off the 3rd inning, and a wild pitch, the difference in the game. Cohen Rader trying to grab the corner there. He'll have to try again. 2 outs in the inning. And the totals now reach 6 consecutive strikeouts.
98, right fielder, Casey Morris.
No contact being made. It's Casey Morris, who's 2 for 4, 2 for 5 now after lining out to the pitcher. Trying to save this inning for Minnesota. No one has reached beyond first base for Centennial Lakes. 2-out walk to Caden Julich, 2-out hit by Nolan Border, that's it. Got no further than first. Very popular Imagine Dragons, one of his favorites. Bounce towards second base. No problem for Jude McCoy. 3 up and 3 down. 7 in a row retired by Cohen Rader. As his team continues to lead 1-0. That's right, they did, didn't they? Jeez. A run and 2 hits, Circle Pines, Minnesota, no runs and 1 hit. Kids having a good time here tonight. And another potential thriller here in Little League World Series competition. Nebraska ready to hit with Peyton Drake in the bottom of the 4th. Pitchers Hunter Nepple and Cohen Rader handcuffing the opposition, allowing just 2 hits combined in their first 2 games. On the infield, pitcher will handle 1 out. Catch all the excitement from the Little League Baseball and Softball World Series tournaments and visit the first ever virtual fan zone experience. We invite you to visit littleleague.org/fanzone. We start tomorrow, weather permitting, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. More unbeaten teams, this time in the Great Lakes. Illinois, Kentucky, to be followed by Indiana, Michigan. Both Illinois and Indiana have yet to play in this tournament. Second time to play for Braden Dyer. Walked, stole a base last time up, got as far as third base. Love the stare down to third base and the concentration. 2-0, will try to draw a ball here if he can. And he's way ahead on the count, 3-0. And at 4 pitches, second time today, Dyer has reached base on a walk. So in this game, Nebraska's had base runners in every inning and has been issued 4 free passes. Jude Johnson, the right fielder. And with the pitches reaching 65, there will be a change. Good job by Cooper Sanders, allowing just a run on 2 hits. We'll explore his replacement when we return. Now Cooper Sanders still looks upset, doesn't he? One out in the fourth. Now set to play first base, disappointed having to be taken out of the game and be more disappointed allowing a run, but pitched well. A lot of 3-base hit and a wild pitch led to the only run of this game to this point. Logan Milkey now will come on, trying to hold the fort.
And from second to the mound, number 8, Logan Milkey. For Nebraska, right fielder number 4, Jude Johnson.
Now Jude Johnson ready to step in with a man on first and 1 out. Cooper Sanders, by the way, is set to lead off the top of the 5th for Minnesota. 6-inning game unless we're stretched beyond. 7th inning of Little League is played conventional baseball. The 8th inning then with a runner starting at second base for both teams. Haven't reached that point yet, but we've had a lot of 1-run potential games so far. Strike called. 2-1. Nebraska tonight with a 1-0 lead has 2 hits. Had 2 hits in its 1-0 victory the other day. Hits have come at a premium so far. JJ's favorite actor, legendary Jackie Chan. 2-2 pitch forthcoming. Strike 3 call. Runner down to second, throwing to second. Bounces into center field. Stolen base for Braden Dyer. As Dyer and Anderson get together. And there's a several-inch difference. Dyer's fast. Now look at the throw down, and there's Cooper. There's
number 8,
Braden.
Reiner.
So 2 outs now in the inning. Say he's given up close to a foot, don't you think? Opportunity for pitch hitter Caleb Reiner's family's in town for this tournament, along with his brother Jax. Hoping that he'll come through in a pinch hitting situation. If Caleb reaches back to the top of the Nebraska order. Two balls, one strike. Caleb a while back said it was his dream to play in Indiana. Loves the game of baseball. Fan of the Browns and Odell Beckham. That one misses. Count 3-2. Minnesota fans trying to lend a hand to home plate umpire David Snyder. 2 outs in the inning. Well, the board says 3-2, so that's ball 4. So Caleb reaches on a walk. 2 walks in the inning. 5 now in the game. Here's a scoring opportunity for Owen Ablett, who tripled all the way to the center field fence and then scored the only run on a wild pitch. Chance to put a cushion in the game. Strike 1. Couple of speedy guys on the base paths right now. Ball and a strike. 4th of 4 games today. And back tomorrow morning early, if weather allows, to play 3 more. 2 are winners games, winners bracket. And then toward the end of the day, 4 o'clock game, North Dakota and Kansas in an elimination fashion in the Midwest. Took something off, count 2-2. 2 aboard and 2 outs. Big moment in the game, particularly for Minnesota. Trying to keep things at bay and 1-0. Just past the 8 o'clock hour here in the Eastern Time Zone, 7 o'clock in the Midwest for a number of cities, particularly those watching in Nebraska and in Minnesota. For the Central Time Zone teams, it's been an early wake-up call last few days. It's to get to the ballpark a couple hours early to go through batting, particularly if you're playing the first game, of course. Once again, an all-important 2-2 pitch with runners at first and second. Here it comes. The runners now have an extra step after the ball is thrown on 3-2. Can't leave the base before that, otherwise it is an automatic out. In front of the pitcher, high throw, safe. Runner coming home, he is safe. Pace running in Nebraska continuing to be a huge factor in this game. And is now 2-0. So Ablett, who can fly, reaches first. In the meantime, Braden Dyer scores, and Caleb Reiner's on to second. Don't know if we're going to have a challenge here or not. Couple of bang-bang plays, not only at first base, but also at home plate. Here's the view from behind the catcher. Runner scores and easily beat that. But we will have a review, and likely, at least our best guess is, it will be for first base. And the significance of that would be if the first base call is reversed, is not the run reversed. Because the third out would have occurred before the runner scored. So here's the play at first base. Runner's called safe. That means everything's still live. Looks like he may have stepped in to beat the throw. But if for any reason this call is reversed, then the run is going to be off the board. But right now it appears, unless there's something different than what we are noticing, that Owen Ablett made it to first base. It's going to be a quick call here. And it's a significant one. Yep. 2-0. So the run counts. In the meantime, Caleb Reiners, who walked now, is at second. Owen Ablett at first. It will go as an infield hit.
The pitcher, Cohen Raider.
So the insurance that Nebraska needed has been accomplished in this inning. Still, Minnesota has time to regroup. Cohen Raider, who has walked and struck out. Takes a strike there, 0-2. Raider with 55 pitches so far today, and has proceeded to strike out 9, allowing just 1 hit. Opportunity here to add to the cause. Been a lengthy bottom of the fourth for Nebraska. Already a run in, 2 on the bases. Swing and a miss, inning over. 2-0 after 4. Work to be done for Minnesota to have a chance.
For Nebraska in the home half of the fourth inning, 1 run on 1 hit, 2 runners left on base. Pitch count for Minnesota's Logan Milkey.
Okay.
24.
Cohen Raiders game in this one. He has been at times unhittable. Struck out the side in the first, struck out the side in the third, 2 more in the fourth. 9 for the game on a very efficient 55 pitches.
To lead off the 5th inning, number 7, Hudson Westland.
So Hudson Westland, who missed the first game due to injury, now is ready to go for this one. And pitch hitting here in the 5th. Yesterday, Hunter Nepple allowed but 1 hit in 6 innings and struck out 11. Cohen Rader has struck out 9 and allowed his only hit in the 2nd inning. To left field. Hunter Westland, the manager's son, on board to start the 5th. They scored a hit. Big start for Hunter Westland. And disappointment for third baseman Peyton Drake. Now the tying run comes to the plate. Might be a factor that Nebraska has left 6 on base in 4 innings. Nolan Border is 2 for 4 in the regional and has a hit tonight. To short, double play, out 1, out 2. Hunter Nepple shading over to second base, perfect spot. Step on the bag, throw to first, 2 erased, and now 2 out in the inning. Matthew Dexter now has picked up a bat.
Dexter.
Well, this inning started well, but then a double play ball has taken out a little steam from Minnesota. Strike 1. Moments ago, just the 2nd hit of the game for Minnesota and only the 3rd Nebraska pitchers have allowed in almost 11 innings. All 13 teams being housed at the Hampton Inn just across the way, across the highway here. Typically return to their lodging location and get set for the next day. And even though they're not allowed, or suggested that they not fraternize with others, fact of the matter is they brought some of their TVs, some of their video games, watching some movies. Life's still good. Inning over. Bottom of the 5th coming up.
Game total 65-6-5.
Make sure you have all your possessions. We ask that you dispose of your trash in the proper containers as you exit the stadium. For your convenience, trash cans are located around the complex. The maintenance volunteers thank you for helping keep the complex beautiful. Should you find you lost something.
Okay. On to the bottom of the 5th. Let's recap the scoring in this game. Huge hit by Owen Ablett. To the fence and all the way around to third for a triple. With the game scoreless at that point. Then one in the dirt, wild pitch. Owen coming to the plate. Beats the throw. 1-0 in favor of Nebraska. And added a run moments later. And that happened on an infield hit by Ablett, in which Braden Dyer raced all the way around the bases to score. Here's Hunter Nepple. If this lead holds, likely to see him in the semifinals on Thursday. 4-day rest required after going the distance. He pitched Saturday. Would not pitch today, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Gotta love the exchange sometimes between the coaches. That's Dustin Rader with Hunter. By the way, Dustin, age 40, vice president of an insurance agency. Great story about him. He obviously is coaching his son on this team, but his younger son, Callan, pretty good player as well, for 10 and under. And when the team was announced, Callan wasn't a part of it. He wasn't expected to be part of it. Frankly, because he's young. There'll be time for him. And as legend has it, and confirmed by Dad just the other day, Callan didn't talk to Dad for a week. So I checked with Dustin at the cage the other day. He said, I'm not sure he's over it yet. Ball and 2 strikes on Hunter Nepple. And struck out and is doubled. Toward center field. 1 out in the 5th. Owen Brown now the scheduled hitter. Let's see if he bats. And number 11 will step to the plate.
11, Owen Brown.
Solid game play tonight by him at the catcher spot. His team hanging on to a 2-0 lead. In the Minnesota 6, bottom of the order. Scheduled hitter Caleb Koskela, and then back to the top. Last chance for Minnesota coming up. Off speed, 0-2. Nice setup this year in light of the fact that international teams will not be coming to Williamsport, as 2 teams from this region and also Great Lakes will be a part of the activity in a couple of weeks. Strike 3 called on Owen Brown. 2 outs now in the 5th.
Second baseman, number 5, Jude McCoy.
Here's Jude McCoy. Well, for good luck, this guy slams himself into teammates' chests. Or maybe he just slaps them. But either way, won't go unnoticed. Put together just a library of superstitions and rituals and good luck charms for each of these guys, which models certainly what happens at other levels, including Major League Baseball. 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Full light capacity on now at the stadium. This one towards center field. 2 putouts. In the outfield, inning over. Last chance, last dance coming up now for Minnesota in the 6th.
Nobody left. Pitch count for Logan Milkey of Minnesota in the inning, 13. Game total, 37. 3-7. We head to inning number 6. It's Nebraska 2, Minnesota 0.
Needing 2 to tie and 3 to take the lead in what could be very much the final inning of play in this well-pitched game on both sides. 65 pitches thrown by Cohen Raider.
Leading off the top of inning number 6 for Minnesota, second baseman number 9, Ben Fedor.
Ben Fedor will lead off at a pinch hitting role, and he's behind 2 strikes. One out in a 6th. 11 strikeouts in the game now for Raider,
Center fielder 11,
who matches the 11 from Hunter Nepple yesterday. Getting ahead of hitters and then finishing them off. Here's Seth Frame, chance to bat here, trying to get aboard. 1-1. The winner gets South Dakota Thursday at 11. And the winner of that goes to Williamsport. The loser coming back to face Iowa Tuesday, 1 o'clock. All games on either Plus or ESPN. Back when the week is over, some 22 games will have been played here at this facility in Whitestown. 2 outs in the inning. One of the things that Coco Raiders done very well is tame the heart of this lineup. And Caden Julich, Jaden Anderson, and Casey Morris, they are combined 0 for 5 and 3 strikeouts. Logan Milkey has struck out twice. A strike away is Coco Raider. And the inning's still alive on a base hit to left field. That will give Minnesota a chance, and Caden Julich, who can hit the long ball, represents the tying run. So most timely hit by Logan Milkey, his second of the tournament. Not anticipating a change here as we are at 75 pitches. Although certainly, when there's an exchange between pitcher and coach, there's always that possibility.
17, the shortstop.
Here's Caden Julich, tying run at the plate with 2 outs. Strike 1. So Logan Milkey down to his final strike. Able to get the 3rd hit of the game for Minnesota. And once again, Cohen Raider on the doorstep of the win. For Coco, a 3-hit gem tonight. Nebraska wins it 2-0. Strikes out the side again for the 3rd time tonight. And that sets up the duel on Thursday morning on ESPN between Hastings and Sioux Falls. Minnesota still very much alive in this tournament. Must play Iowa now in an elimination game coming up on Tuesday. Well, what a pitching duel tonight, huh? And Coco Raider got the best of everybody from the moment this game started. More baseball tomorrow morning. Winners bracket, Great Lakes, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. We will see you then.